The Galloping Grace Youth Ranch is in full swing with this year's Pumpkin Harvest Festival at the Santa Ana Star Center. This fall tradition starts Friday and lasts through the month of October. And the Youth Ranch's co-founder and CEO, Max Wade, joins me with more details. Max, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Got a lot of pumpkins and hay out here. This is fantastic.
Right.
First, can you tell us a little bit about the Galloping Grace Youth Ranch?
Sure. We're a 501c3 nonprofit there in Rio Rancho. We've been incorporated since 2007. My wife and I founded it. We founded it on the premise of a free riding program for kids, where we get kids out riding horses. Kind of an avenue for us to get them introduced to agriculture. That's something that's near and dear to my heart and I'm passionate about. And it's been an amazing ride up to now, and we're kind of entering our phase 2 of our program, which is what we're calling a sustainable urban agricultural education center for kids. So it's completely free, and what we're going to do is get kids out, get them educated about the origins of their food, how to produce it, whether it be produce or livestock. So they're involved in everything from taking care of the animals from birth all the way to market, scooping their manure and doing all those things, and as well as planting seeds in our greenhouses and growing produce.
Well, now you were talking about sustain. How do you sustain the programs?
Well, you know, because we're a free program, it's kind of interesting. We were sitting around in 2007 wondering how in the world are we going to fund this, because we want it to be free. We don't want to leave any kids out. We want to make sure that they can all experience this. And it happened to be September, and I like pumpkins and this kind of thing. I love it.
Well, so let's talk about this Harvest Festival.
Yeah.
What's going on with it?
Well, that's how it started. That's how we sustain the ranch. So we're going to be starting this Friday.
Got some great video there. Look at the little kiddos with the pumpkins.
Yeah. Yep, and we got all kinds of great activities out there. It's free admission. Kids come out and with their families and then take part in all of our activities. We set up corn mazes and things like that.
That's great.
And we sell our pumpkins.
Oh, look at that kiddo. That's so great. All right, Noel, now you're also going to show us how to save some water in a garden. Can you talk a little bit about what aquaponics are?
So it's aquaponics, and so there's something called hydroponics, which is growing vegetables with the absence of soil. You take that a step farther, and you introduce fish into the program. And what it is the fish provide the nutrients for the plant. So in real simplistic forms, you got a fish tank, and the fish are doing their thing in there, and we're pumping water out of the fish tank up into our growing beds, and essentially still growing. We can grow with soil or without soil, but the nutrients that the fish produce serves as fertilizer for the plants. And then the plants, they absorb the nutrients, and at the same time it's filtering the water for the fish, and it goes back into the fish tank.
Okay, that's great to know. You know, I mean, especially in New Mexico, that is something we're always worried about, is our water use and our conservation and growing our gardens. So is that something that folks we can do this at home? We can learn how to do this at home?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can do some real simple systems and very inexpensively. You know, I put together one for less than $200. Just go down to the store and get those things. And you can grow your vegetables like that, and you're growing fish at the same time.
That's amazing.
If you get really excited about it, you can actually grow fish that you can eat too. So
that's great.
And
it
uses probably 10% of the water that it takes to actually do a conventional soil garden.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So that's going to save water and also save on water bills and things like that. And $200 isn't bad.
No, and you can produce a whole lot of produce in a small amount of area with that too.
Yeah, so, absolutely. Well, so we've got all this stuff going on this weekend. How can viewers learn more about it, get the details? Where can we go to learn more?
You know, we're going to have some demonstration setups at our pumpkin harvest out in Rio Rancho. If you go to pumpkinharvest.org.
Okay, you see it on our screen right there, pumpkinharvest.org.
And you go there and come on out and visit us and see all the great fall stuff. But we've got a greenhouse out there. We'll have an aquaponics system working. We're pumping water and aerating the fish tanks with windmills, so we're not using any power. So it's really cool. It's all part of our sustainable education that we're doing with
That
kids.
Is fantastic, and so important, getting the kids in very early on. Great.
You bet.
Well, Max, best of luck with it this weekend. Sounds really exciting.
Thanks a lot. Come out and see
take
us.
care. So yeah, absolutely, we'll do, out in the Santa Ana Star Center. All right.